Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Chat with the Hat. Hey, we are live here tonight from an awesome place, Krispy Kreme of Anderson. We got the manager Brandon here with us tonight. He's going to tell us a little bit about the deals we got going. Man, I see all these people are in line now getting their Halloween donuts. But before we get started, I want to hit our title sponsor, Ingles. Low prices, love to save. Man, Ingles has did so much for the hat and Clemson Sports News. Thank you for being our title sponsor for Chat with the Hat. And man, go see those guys. They've got locations everywhere. We're gonna take. Hey, look at this here. Can you see these donuts tonight? I mean, you don't know how hard it is for me to do an hour show without taking bites of these things during the show. But I'm not going to do it till after. My granddaughter Ava loves this place. She says, "Pappy, Krispy Kreme is my favorite sponsor of Chat with the Hat." She said, "Can I go with you?" But tonight they're in Greenville, so it was going to be a while before bedtime. She didn't have time to come. So I'll take her some of these donuts back. She'll be happy in the morning.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, here we go. We got Brandon, and I want you to tell them first where we're at, the location, the address, the hours that y'all are open. Tell them what we got.
Perfect. Krispy Kreme in Anderson, South Carolina. Our street address is 1620 North Main Street. We're right beside Besto. They've been here for about 40, 50 years. So if you ever came over and got some ice cream or breakfast or anything, we're literally right next door, just 2 blocks down the road from Ingles. So they can do the grocery shopping there and swing on by and get a donut. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Anytime you want a donut, you can swing on by Krispy Kreme here in Anderson. Grab you up a nice fresh donut. Okay? We got 3 different kinds for Halloween this year. We'll start off with our Mumford donut. The Mumford is just an original glazed donut dipped in vanilla icing with a purple vanilla icing and a scary looking face on there. The next one is Slimin'. Okay, Slimin', right? Looks like slime.
Yeah.
It looks like what the kids like. It's filled with a lemon filling, and then a green vanilla drizzle, a slime drizzle, a green cream dollop in the middle with another eyeball. And then the last one we have is Hypno Henry. Right? Hypno Henry is a cake batter filled donut. I like that cake batter ding. And it's dipped in vanilla with a sugar piece and then another eyeball for you. So all 3 of these are our special Halloween donuts. They're a special price. These take a little bit more to make during our day. We've actually had 2 ladies today strictly just doing these donuts to keep up with production. They are $1.69 each just for a single one. Or if you'd like to get them in a dozen, the dozen of the Halloween is $11.99. Right? So you can come in and just grab what you need right now. If you've got, a class function tomorrow or a church event tomorrow, if you need donuts, come on down to Krispy Kreme in Anderson. We've got them. We're making them fresh all night long. So just stop on in and grab you how many ever you need.
Hey, I'll tell you what, these special ones, what you said they consist of, I mean, it's not just pull the glaze off and start eating it. That thing, there's a lot of work goes in.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. And I mean, if you knew how many we've done just today,
yeah,
it would surprise you.
Okay. Well, I think let me tell you, this guy you got back here, I was doing a selfie a while ago,
yeah,
and he sneaked in and photobombed me. But I seen him dancing to working on those donuts. That's a man that loves his job and enjoys what he's doing.
His name is Jeremy. He's here probably five nights a week, just cooking donuts. It's not a hard job. It's a pretty easy job, but it's a fun job.
Yeah.
And just bringing the smile. I mean, literally, you can look at these kids over here and just look at the smile when they're eating this donut, and you'll realize, oh, this is how fulfilling my job is. It's not your everyday mom and pop. I'm waiting on somebody. You're literally putting a smile on someone's face.
Oh yeah.
One thing we like to say is you don't have to have donuts. Yeah. Think about it. You got to go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
You got to go to McDonald's. You got to go get food. But you don't have to go get donuts. You could go get ice cream. You could go get some macaroons somewhere. Or cupcakes. Clemson confectionery. You can do something. You don't have to get a donut.
Yeah.
So it's always a privilege when that person's coming in here. They've chosen Krispy Kreme. For their sweet treat that night.
Yeah, but when they've been to Krispy Kreme, they're coming back.
Oh yeah.
They're coming back. I've never had one person say, I don't want another Krispy Kreme donut.
No,
When you're finished, you're just sad you're out.
that's true. And you know, people ask me all the time, "Are you tired of donuts yet?"
Yeah.
No, I've been here 5 years. I am not tired of a donut. I love to eat them all the time. I'm kind of picky with my flavors, but I mean, if it's regular or chocolate, I like it.
Hey, well, I think the last time we were here, what were those pink ones? Oh, birthday. Birthday cake.
It's got that cake batter filling. We kind of use that cake batter filling in everything.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
we do different stuff all the time with that.
Yeah, that was out of all those we got that night. That was my favorite. But you better watch out because that thing's got so much filling in it.
Yeah.
When you buy it, it's like a bomb, but it's a joyful bomb.
And that was one of our new original fields that I don't have pictured up here, but it's literally one of our original glazed donuts filled with on the inside. And we've got cream and chocolate cream right now.
Yeah.
And it's literally every bite is full. So yeah, exactly what you said.
I know I hear Ramona and Walt, they talk about it all the time too. I think Walt's a cheesecake. Yeah, cheesecake. He does. Yeah.
We actually delivered some donuts to Qualk and Kelly.
Yes.
Actually, just a couple days ago when they were up at Granger Nissan.
Oh, okay.
And I hit them up on Twitter and said, "Hey, how about some donuts?" And Kelly hit me back. I mean, like that, you know. And yes, please. So I took them some donuts. You know, they love it. Like you said earlier, anybody loves a Krispy Kreme donut. You know?
Hey, well, tell them about fundraisers.
Okay. Yeah, our fundraisers, I mean, we got the cheapest donuts in the state. We offer a price, after 25 dozen, you can get an original glazed dozen for $3 a box.
Oh.
So then you can go out and sell them for whatever you want to sell them for. We always recommend at least $7 or $8.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about, you know, any Clemson home games, these sororities, fraternities, any sports clubs, anything, any schools in our area.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to do a fundraiser, all they got to do is call us 24 to 48 hours in advance, depending on how many you need.
Yeah.
And just let us know. We'll do all the work. We'll do all the cooking and getting it done, and then you just go out and sell them.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy. And we've got a lot of stuff going on right now, just a lot of stuff. One thing, speaking of schools, is our report cards. We do a program called Glaze for A's. So any student from kindergarten through 8th grade can bring in their report card from this first 9 weeks. And for every A they have on their report card, or whatever makes an A, you know, there's a lot of different ones, but whatever's equivalent to an A, they can get a free original glazed donut. Up to 6 free donuts.
Oh, yeah.
So if you've got some A's on those report cards, you know, you can bring that kid on by and get a free treat, you know. So it kind of gives an incentive for the kids to kind of, you know, work hard in school and do good and make mom and dad proud, but also I want a donut on the side, you know.
Yeah.
And also tomorrow, Halloween, right?
Yeah.
You can dress up in your costume and come on by and get a free donut, whatever kind you want.
Oh, cool.
All day long tomorrow.
So if I come by tomorrow and I got the hat on, that's
That counts.
okay.
That counts. We're not stingy, you know. But yeah, literally, I mean, all day tomorrow, you know, starting midnight tonight till midnight tomorrow, you can come on by. If you're in a costume, you'll get a free donut, whatever kind you want.
Hey, you can't beat that. And that's now which location? Just
all
Anderson?
of them. All of them. Any Krispy Kreme location is doing that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so now you or your crew has one in Spartanburg?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Spartanburg and Anderson.
Yes, sir. Yeah, our Spartanburg store has been there from the 70s. It's owned by Senator Glenn Reese. You know, great man, and he opened that one up and then decided they actually own the franchise here for just a little bit. Took them a while to build it, but we're thankful that they're here now.
Man, and this place is beautiful too. How long y'all been here?
A little over 5 years.
5 years.
We opened up.
Looks brand new.
August 21st. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
We keep it pretty tight. You know, being open 24/7, there's somebody always in the building here.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of cleaning, you know, a lot of working. There's people in, people out at all times. So
Yeah.
we do our best to try to keep it looking good. Has the hot light been off since y'all have been here?
No.
I mean,
it's been on the whole time.
We've been running steady all night, you know, getting ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got a couple on order tonight, so.
But you're not going to sleep tonight. What time do you go?
I'll get off tonight about 9ish or so.
Oh man, that's early.
Right back here in the morning at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Big day tomorrow.
I hear you.
I might wear my costume, I'm not sure.
Oh, hey, maybe you should. Hey, dress up like one of these donuts.
That'd be pretty interesting, right?
Yeah. Man, we appreciate your time. Appreciate you having us tonight. We're going to talk some football with some of these guys. You been to any games this year?
I have not, but I plan on taking my son this weekend, actually.
Okay.
We've got some free tickets from Farm Bureau.
All right.
So I'm going to try to sneak out and take him up there. That'll be his first. He went to the championship parade when he was a baby.
Yeah.
And I've got a video on my Facebook. Mike Williams was coming by on the parade tent.
Yeah.
And I screamed, "Hey, Mike." And as Mike looked at me, I faked like I was throwing the baby to him, and I swear his hands and eyes got so big. I knew he would have caught him. That's my thing. I thought about doing it, but I didn't, so I just held on. But I mean, his eye, he just got so bright. And so I've actually hit him up, and he remembered that moment.
Okay.
So
that was the last time that you had him there?
That was the last time he's been to a Clemson.
And how old is he now?
He's been to some. We went to some women basketball games last year.
Yeah.
The Notre Dame game. Yeah, that was a big one. We went to that and had a blast. But he is a little over 3.
3.
So,
Okay.
and we actually plan on going to this one and the Wake Forest one.
Okay.
And I want to throw one more thing out there. This week's Military Appreciation, right?
Yep.
Let me tell you this. On Veterans Day, November 11th, at every Krispy Kreme in the world, they're going to give donuts away and coffee to all veterans. So if you're a veteran, you don't need your ID or anything. If you can just walk in, I'm a veteran, I've served, it does not matter to us. You'll get a free cup of coffee and a free donut that day, all day long.
Hey, you heard that, guys. And that's when?
November 11th, on Veterans Day.
November 11th.
I know, everybody likes to kind of find the free stuff, and that's perfect. Why not come on by for a free dessert,
Yep. Hey, Gary, we'll put some on the website. Remind them about that. Yeah. Man, we appreciate y'all, folks.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy.
Thank y'all so much.
And we're gonna bring Gary in. We're gonna talk a little football, and keep looking at these donuts. And we're gonna have our special guest on with us later. All right, this is the man behind the scenes. When you come to Clemson Sports News, you come to CSN. You see all these articles, you see all these videos that don't have me in them. This is the man responsible, Gary McDaniel. How's it going, brother?
Hey, everything's great, Dean. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Great to be here at night. Krispy Kreme Donuts. Senator Glenn Reese, his son David, they own these 2 franchises here in the upstate. Been one of our title sponsors for quite a while. A cornerstone of our little business. Clemson Sports News, guys, is only a year and a half old, and we've been working really hard behind the scenes, going to all the ball games, football, baseball, basketball, reporting on everything, going to interviews, coaches' availabilities, you name it. We travel to every sporting event that Clemson has if we can, and we cover a couple of those events 24/7, 365. If there's anything going on football, we know it. We're located right there in Clemson, and our ears are to the ground, and we're just glad to be a part of the Chat with the Hat. Dean and I have been friends for quite a long time. This idea came out of our heads one day after a little event happened over at the Prowl and Growl in Greenville. We won't discuss that, but we'll keep it to ourselves. But it became an idea of ours, and we were so happy to make this a reality a few months back. And I tell you, Dean, I can't be happier with what's come out of this show itself. And it's good to see somebody like you able to go out here and talk to the Clemson folks and give you a platform.
Yeah. And when you see the hat out there, hey, I appreciate that. But when you see the hat out there, man, I see so many people. They're like, hey, no, don't whisper to your friends. Say, hey, there's the hat. Let's go catch him. Get a picture with him. Talk to him. Because that's what I'm about. I mean, a lot of you do exactly that. I mean, you come and catch me every time and tell me what you think of what we're doing and what you want to see. But man, there's so many of you that I see you whispering and you're kind of like, hey, but no, come and get me, stop me, man. I got time. I'll take time with everybody. So
he has no problem, folks. I can promise you, Dean has no problem taking a selfie with you. You ask him, say, Hat, take a picture with me, and the Hat will be glad to take a picture with you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring something up. Brandon had brought up a Military Appreciation Day is this weekend. Another event that goes on at Clemson that a lot of people don't know about. It's been going on for a few years now, and one of our sponsors actually is the guy that came up with this idea, him and his wife, and they do it. And they started doing it a few years back. It's a tradition now. It's called Planting Flags at the Scrolls of Honor. That will take place on Friday at 10 a.m. at the Scroll of Honor, which is adjacent to the east end zone entrance, or right there at the hill. If you look across the street from the hill, you see two tigers, two bronze tigers. Right beyond that, you'll see a mound. And on that mound is a scroll. It's got over 400 names in it, and those people have given their lives for our country. Serving for our country, and they were all Clemson grads and folks that are alumnus of Clemson University. And each year, Trent and Colonel Ben Scardon and another Clemson legend, they show up and they put these flags out, and there's a whole bunch of us that show up, dozens of people, and it's really a great event. And we'll be putting those out Friday at 10 o'clock on campus. Guys, it'll be a beautiful morning. Get out there, support, and remember what Military Appreciation really is about.
Hey, you know what? I remember last year when y'all did it, we were on the road, and they were having to knock those flags in with a hammer.
Yeah, because it was so ground was hard, it was so dry.
Yeah, but it should be just stick it in the ground.
Oh yeah, the ground would be nice and soft after a couple of days of rain. There, we much needed around here. But again, I can't say enough about Trent Allen and his wife Ginger. This is their creation. I think she was watching them plant the flags at the Arlington Memorial Cemetery in D.C. one time, and it gave her the idea, and they came up with this, and now it's been kind of like an annual event that we've been covering and being a part of.
Yeah. Hey, something else. Somebody brought to my attention, a good friend of mine, Paul Gradick, before we went on the air, that there was a lot of people that wasn't going to be able to make it, or you got a ticket. And these veterans, there's some of them out there, and they can't afford tickets, and it's their day anyway. So if you got a ticket and you want to help a veteran,
or a veteran's son or a daughter, maybe someone that's not around anymore.
Well, these right here, these are the hats. And if you come by Krispy Kreme, if you're a veteran that's out there right now, and you come by Krispy Kreme before we leave, here's your 2 tickets to the game Saturday. But if you're out there, and people help me all the time when we help the cops and the veterans and people in the military with tickets, man, I have people come out of the blue and say, Hat, I want to help. I want to help.
Yep.
I got 2. I got 4. Look, put it on Clemson Sports News.
Yep, we'll share it. We'll share it all
our
around the
Facebook
internet.
page, and man, we will get these tickets
To the
in
right
the
people.
hands of the vets that are out there. Because man, when that plane comes over and all that purple, I'm gonna just tell you, if you've never been to Military Appreciation Day, you missed it out, because Clemson does it like no one else.
Yeah, you hear that a lot. You hear that a lot. And a lot of military schools will come in and they've seen our Clemson Military Appreciation Day. The Texas A&M folks have actually mentioned it to me when I spoke to them about that a couple of times, and they all said, "Wow, y'all do it really well there." A lot of people don't understand that Clemson was a military school for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It was just like into, I think it was mid-50s, they became a co-ed university. So the military heritage and history goes way back. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll go back to Trent Allen. Trent Allen has probably got more knowledge of Clemson military history than anybody I know of. And if you go into Allen's creations that are in Clemson, he's got some of the greatest stories and some great resources and books and paintings from that era and period that you just would never know about if you didn't walk in there. That place is a gold mine of Clemson treasures if you've never been there. There's the catalog of photographs alone that you go in there and find some really nostalgic stuff. I think one of the coolest features he's got there, remember when he showed us those the seats? The seat backs made into frames. Like they take the old wooden seat backs that were the original seats to Death Valley, and they got the numbers on them and everything, and they made them into frames, like picture frames. It was way cool stuff. Even little items. He's got those coins that he has that they make every year, and the last few years are national championship coins, so they're very collectible. That's a great place to stop in and check out. And again, Military Appreciation Day. Everybody at Clemson. They don't understand, the younger generation that's not been around, doesn't know much about Clemson, doesn't understand that history. Go back and take a look, Google it, and ask your relatives and your Clemson alums from back in the day what they know about it, and they'll tell you some great stories. And a great name to remember is Colonel Ben Scardon. Go Google that name, and that'll teach you a lot about Clemson and its military history and the pride they have in it.
Well, I remember I read one article that back in the day when we were at war, we couldn't have a football game because a lot of players had to go and fight in war.
Yeah, suspend play for the war, but that happens a lot though. In a lot of places back in that time, because you got to remember that was probably 80% of available a male population at that time that was within draftable age limits was gone. They wanted to go serve their country. And that left a small pool of guys back home to do things like play sports. I think they shut down a lot of sports back in the day back then when that happened.
Yeah. Well, military appreciation, and we got Wofford coming up for some football. On top of that.
Yeah, was it?
This week, and anytime them Tigers are playing, it's a big deal. But after these military guys, man, when that band plays the Navy, the Army, I mean, it's just nobody leaves those seats at halftime.
No. This is the one game where Clemson is famous because of the pass out rule they've had forever, and it's just something that it's a Clemson tradition to walk out to your tailgate, have a drink, you got a bite to eat, come back into the game.
Not Saturday.
Not Saturday. Everyone stays in their seats. They're there for the entire presentation.
Well, you remember they had the gun salute?
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
yeah.
you got 80,000 people,
Clemson core.
and you can hear a pin drop. It's amazing the respect that Clemson and their fans have for this military.
Yeah, you'll see the Clemson Corps show up, and they'll do their rifleman routine, which is really cool. And I think those guys are always placed very highly whenever they compete in that vocation they have there. But and football, again, go back to football. We were there all week this week. You go back to the website, you can see all the interviews from the players we got this week, talking about Wofford, from Trevor to Isaiah Simmons, and we talked to Logan Rudolph this week. Interesting story about him. He came out and he gave us his own little impromptu comedy routine. He came in this persona named Coach Stiff, and he started talking to us like he was trying to recruit us, and it was pretty funny. But we talked to a bunch of the players about what they expect this week. Also, Coach Swinney, where his press conference this week, we talked about that. You can go onto the website and you see all that stuff going on. This week it's going to be Wofford. You're going to see the first team guys play. We'll put our prediction article out on Friday as always, and we don't want to let the cat out of the bag there. But we're going to see a lot of second team, third team guys getting a lot of reps this week. Expect Clemson to empty the benches kind of when it comes to that. When you look out on the field Saturday, have your roster in front of you, because there's going to be a lot of players you never recognize on that field in different numbers.
Hey, that Logan Rudolph's crazy. You say what a comedian he is.
Yeah.
Do you remember his
commitment video?
Oh God, when he
the
had them short.
The jorts.
Yeah, wasn't he the one chopping wood?
Yeah, chopping wood, the lumberjack.
Oh my gosh. Man.
He's making fun of the recruiting process when he did that. And the funny thing about that, we talked to a bunch of the players this week, and they were telling us that the story that what he's done since he's got there is he's got this little thing where he runs out and makes these little weird videos and shares them with his teammates, and he's famous for them, and it cracks them all up. And we're trying to get them to share them with us, but I don't know if we can. I even at the end, Coach Swinney mentioned it during the press conference about his videos and how funny they are. And I told him for military appreciation, he ought to go do a parody of Patton. The beginning of Patton, put the flag behind him, walk up and do the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool.
All right, so hey, check out the website for everything coming up, Wofford. Hey, let's talk a little bit about Neil. Man, that Neil has been killing.
Yeah, Neil Burnett. Neil Burnett is one of our recruiting analysts. He's also one of our writers, contributor from over in North Carolina. He lives out on the beaches there. He's retired. He's really doing some really good stuff. A lot of his pieces are getting a lot of attention on the website. He writes from a Clemson point of view. We make sure to mention that at the beginning of every article. It's an editorial piece coming from a contributor, and it's not a neutral piece, so everybody knows we kind of write with a Clemson flair with that when he writes. But man, he's got some really good stuff coming out. Neil's keeps up with recruiting for us, and he contributes from over there in North Carolina. He'll be at a bunch of our games coming up here soon, and on the sidelines hanging out watching the players, and in the press box with me analyzing things at the end of games. But yeah, Neil Burnett, guys, can't say enough about Neil. I hope he's out there watching right now, him and his lovely wife Pam. Love you guys, and love the fact that we got him and Dean on board, and it's just a great. Don't forget Carl Ackerman.
Oh, I was fixing to say.
Yeah, Carl, our photographer. You can't get. To us, Carl's our 5-star recruit. He's the best photographer ever to take a shot on that field at Clemson in our eyes, and the stuff he puts out every week in his galleries is just gold. It's stuff that you just want to frame up and just keep it forever. And he can't tell you how much Carl means to us. He's actually going to be at basketball tonight. While we're doing this, he's over at the exhibition game, and he's getting shots at the exhibition game. So we will have tonight a gallery of pics from the Clemson and Anderson University exhibition going on Little John.
And anybody can go. You don't have to have a ticket tonight.
No.
If you're, it starts at 7 o'clock. So
Yep.
as soon as we get done here, man, shoot on over to Little John and give those guys your support. As a matter of fact, we got two new recruits for next year.
Yeah.
That this past week. So man, Brownell, he's
Go to the
kicked-
website. You can go to the website. Look on the recruiting radar. It's we have a message board forums. You hit message boards and forums, and you go to the recruiting radar, and you'll find those. Neil put those out just last week, and we got a 5-star basketball recruit for Amanda Butler last week as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
That back to back, wasn't
Back
it?
to back. Yes, sir. Both of them are doing really well. Hey, let me tell you something else to talk about. Clemson soccer. Rated number 2 in the nation right now, guys. Number 2 in the nation. We've covered a couple of games already this year. Carl goes out and gets those. I've gone to a couple of them. The Tigers are really outperforming their original expectations this year when they came into the year. It's really getting good at Clemson soccer. And another thing, Clemson softball. The girls are doing really good in the scrimmages, and the stadium is almost complete. It looks amazing. Sits right there, nestled in next to Doug Kingsmore. You couldn't ask for a better location. The games are going to be great. The girls are all fired up. Coach is amazing. He's got a background like you wouldn't believe. Comes from a really good pedigree of softball. So they're going to go into this. I think they're going to be competitive in the first year. And that's going to be really hard to do in women's softball in the South. But I really think this team's competitive in the first year.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. All
Well,
right,
the
guys.
donuts are smelling just good, aren't they?
Oh, I know.
I can't get over it.
And,
It's the
I
best
have.
smelling place we've ever been.
Oh, that's what all these kids say too.
I think I gained 1.5 pounds just smelling it.
Yeah, man, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm gonna have to hit the gym hard tomorrow.
Well, especially if you eat all these on this table.
I'm gonna take them home. Y'all can forget it. I'm gonna eat those. Everybody that knows me knows I normally would not touch anything that looked like that. But every time I come to Krispy Kreme, I do the justice of actually devouring the dozen or so donuts I leave with.
It's true.
It's true.
All right, well, I'm gonna ask you one more thing, just in case you don't get back up here.
Oh, I'll be back
before
up
our
here.
guests
We
come
got-
back.
yeah, I got a lot to talk about.
What about recruit? I have people all the time say, "What we got left?"
Well, there's not
Who's
much
still
left
out
on the
there?
bone right now. Clemson, in the last couple of years, if you have paid attention, if you are a recruitnik or keep up with recruiting, Clemson kind of knocks it out early now. They've got that luxury of being a blue blood type program where recruits look to them and want to get on board with them before they get with anybody else. So you got the Tigers able to put that class together really early. You got a question out there?
Yeah, I got a question.
Go ahead.
What do you think this new rule about being the player's likeness and all that?
It's going to change the whole game, guys, and we're all sitting back right now watching that. That he's talking about the new rule that allows the players to be paid for their likeness. It's been approved by the NCAA's board, their big board. Guys, it's going to change the whole ball game. But from what I look at it and the way I see it, I think a lot of the haves and have-nots of the business, the guys that have the haves right now, while this is being implemented, will be the ones that can get the most advantage out of it. The have-nots, the folks that are really trying to catch up right now, they're going to keep on trying to catch up, I think. So it's going to change the playing field. It's going to change the way college players come into college now, because if they're being able to be paid coming in as a freshman, think about that. They could possibly consider, if the money's good enough, why go pro? Play college football, get paid, and get out. The way concussions are now, the way the things are going on with injuries in the NFL, and the short lifespan that players have in the NFL, is it worth that risk? And think about it. If a shoe company's willing to pay somebody like a Trevor Lawrence $1 million a year, throwing it out there, at the end of a college career, if you've invested that money and you're okay with having a few $1 million versus having $100 million. Depends on how you live, I guess.
But and if that thing goes like they're talking, then you can hire Trevor to be our team spokesman for Clemson Sports News.
Absolutely. I could have Trevor sitting right next to you right now, and he could be signing autographs, and I'd be over there having to collect money to pay him. Because that's exactly what would have to happen.
Hey,
He'd get
look,
paid.
that hot now sign just went out.
It did. And I see a lot.
That's the first time today. I bet it burned out. It didn't burn out, did it?
No. Must be having a break.
Taking
All right.
a break on the hot now. Huh?
Yeah, take a
Yeah.
break.
All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go outside.
Yes.
With the camera and introduce you to our next guest. I tell you, Facebook kicked me off of Facebook till 12:35 tomorrow. So I couldn't tell you who it was. So let's go see who it is. And then we're going to talk to his mama and daddy.
We'll bind you to get the dog. Come here, bud.
And here he is, my man, the Clemson Bentley. Now, we've been friends on Instagram ever since we met in California for that championship. And people have asked me every time, hey, I seen you, was that your Bentley? Only in my dreams. Hey, but these folks with us tonight, Paige and Kevin, were good enough to let me sit in him. So that was plenty good. You can see at the night. This was at the night. Y'all come on over here.
Introduce
Yeah. Here's Kevin, Paige.
Hi.
They're from California.
and the little one,
Charlie's just gonna watch.
Charlie.
He's got his blanket in the back.
Okay, and this is their baby. Now tell me where all these, did this come from the championship, all these autographs?
Yeah, after they won the game on that later on that evening, some of the players were coming down to meet with all the families, and some of them decided to come outside, and we happened to have a pen, and we asked someone to sign it. It actually was Daquan Bowers. He's a coach now. He signed it first, and then a few other people saw him do it, and they asked us, and we kind of got some signatures. We didn't get everybody's, but we got some good ones.
Oh, I guarantee you. I see here's Billy Spires.
CJ's back there on the back.
We got a CJ
CJ,
Spiller. We got
He's on the-
Hunter.
he's back on the fender back there.
Oh, okay. Hey, but this thing, tell them, what was this, what color was,
This was black.
it was black?
And after we beat Notre Dame and we realized that the championship was going to be in California, we were like, we should drive up there and do something crazy. So we contacted a guy we know that wraps cars, and we asked him, we sent him the print, and he said sure. It took him 2 days, and we picked the car up and drove up to
2
the
days.
Natties. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He stopped what he was doing for us and took care of it. And it turned out really good, and that was January.
And I think somebody told me then that you were going to leave it like this for about a quarter, 3 or 4 months. You weren't going to leave it.
We didn't know what to do. We
Yeah.
didn't know
It's not coming off till it comes off on its own, I think.
Oh, really?
We're too
Oh,
much
awesome.
in love with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
It
had
gets
so
a-
much fun, and
Hey, how y'all doing?
it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
but-
gets a lot of action, a lot of friends, a lot of people come up, and it's a good topic of conversation.
Oh,
We make friends in Malibu because of this car.
Oh, I'm sure.
People will stop us and they're fans, or sometimes they're Bama fans and they just want to take it and taunt their Bama friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have people stopping us all over Beverly Hills. I went to a doctor office, and a couple minutes later I was sitting in the doctor's office and TigerNet had it on the front page.
Oh, yeah. I
Somebody
remember.
saw it in Beverly Hills.
Just
and
parked on the road.
It came back here before I got out of the doctor.
Well, and a lot of people asked me, said, when that TigerNet article, they said, have you ever seen, and I was like, dude, I touched that car. At that time, I took my picture with it at the championship.
I remember
like
that.
Yeah, but then when
But then you
I
got in it.
but then I show up one day to my motorhome this year, and who was there but Clemson Bentley.
We were
and
waiting
y'all
for you.
guys, you're not kidding, man. And it was just, I thought it was more than if Dabo would have been sitting there waiting,
Oh.
just to have this thing. But
Well, we
and
saw your hat in the window of your motorhome, so we were like,
you knew this is
"That
it."
Yeah, I knew. We were looking for
We
you.
were doing the same thing to you. That's really him.
One thing
Yeah.
we changed once we actually won it,
Yeah.
we didn't have this on there, the 2018 national
Oh.
champions.
Yeah.
That was added obviously after.
Whoa, crap, there's a stump.
Yep. So it's a convertible. And man, it's,
Yeah, it's a beauty.
And let me tell you, and I don't know that even this water on it beat it up makes it even prettier, doesn't
It's
it?
nice and
I
shiny.
mean, it is beautiful.
Yeah, one of my favorite signatures is this Chase Bryce right here, because I always think back of him coming into the game and saving
Yep.
the season.
Syracuse.
You know, I mean, that's just a.
Well, if it hadn't have been for that, chances are this wouldn't have been on there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, there wouldn't have been no Clemson Bentley problem.
Well, it would have been there, but wouldn't have been a champion
Yeah.
that time.
You're right. All right, let's go back inside
Okay.
where that good smelling donuts are.
Let's talk a little
Yeah.
bit and talk about their business.
Yeah,
There.
yeah, we're going to talk about their business. We're going to talk about, hey, how'd they get to be Tiger fans?
That's me.
These kids in here, they got in their Halloween costumes. Say
Oh, I
something.
know.
They come in to show you on the
Hey, girl, give me a Go Tigers. Yeah, oh, you not? Hey, well, here, you don't have your trick or treat bag, but here's your trick or treat.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
What do you
There
say?
you go.
Thank you.
Hey, thank y'all. You want yours too? Yeah. All right.
Just playing.
All righty. Let's get this thing going again. Hey, y'all come on up.
Okay.
We'll put Paige in the middle. She can have my seat.
Thank you.
And I'll just stand right here and we're going. Huh? So, tell me what you got. You got everybody? Yep. All right. You got Kevin in?
Slide it a little tighter, guys. Don't worry about the mic, it's
Come on
fine.
over, Paige. There we go.
Yeah, don't worry about that mic, it's fine.
All right, now we got it. How about now?
Fine.
Guys, all right, guys, we're back inside. And, man, them things still smell good. Did you eat one while you were waiting over there? Oh, look at it. Yeah, I was about to say this, man, and they
so
get
good.
better about every time.
Yeah.
All right, now these guys are from California, but they're here till the end of the season, aren't you?
Just for Wofford right now. Then we might come back.
Okay, all
The
right.
car stays here.
The car, yeah, the car.
Car's been a
and-
resident since the football game season started.
Yeah, and people ask me all the time, said, did they drive it from California? You shipped it, correct?
You don't put that many miles on the Bentley.
No.
My dad raised me right.
Oh, I hear you. Okay, and I asked you earlier, you're an alumni of Clemson,
I went to Clemson.
okay? And tell them, you grew up where?
My family's from Greenville. I'm proud to say both of our fathers are military, so we will have them in our hearts this weekend. But my family is born and raised in Clemson.
Yeah.
In the 8th grade, my dad took me down to Miami to this game that he wanted me to go to.
Yeah.
And it was 81, and I've been hooked ever since.
Oh my goodness. And so you've been to all three of
I
them.
have. I feel very special. Both of us.
Yeah, Gary's been to all three of them, but I'm gonna tell you, not a lot of people can say that because I even talked to I think LaVon Kirkland, wasn't it? And LaVon, I knew LaVon had been to all three, but no, he missed. I think he missed Tampa. Yes, he missed. So I mean, it's just hard to find somebody. You're in a.
My family made me a Tiger. My dad's kind of jumped ship a little bit since then, but we'll forgive him. But yeah, I mean,
No,
my
what do
whole
you mean
family's-
jump ship? What do you mean by that?
that other teams.
Are you serious?
Man,
Is
it's
that
heartbreaking.
I don't think that's even a team, is it?
Yeah.
Hey, but he's still your
That's right,
dad.
Tommy Brown. If you see this, he doesn't know if that's really a team.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you what, man. They went from the highest of high with Georgia to the lowest of low with Tennessee.
That's unbelievable. How that happened.
But and you know what? And people still tell me, say, hey, don't jump the gun and say we're going to New Orleans. Take it one game at a time. And let me tell you, this Clemson team. Oh my God. I mean, today, did you see the picture I put on Facebook and Instagram of me with this hat
Yes.
off? And I mean, and that
You had a beard.
Hey, that I did, and a big old fat face before I lost weight. So, but that day, that was when Alabama beat us to death in the Dome in New Orleans.
The 24/7
That
game?
was, yeah, and that was 24 games ago. And we have not lost since that day. And today they showed the 10 worst memories in the 5 worst memories of a Clemson fan in the last 10 years. And one of them, I know that was that game, and that's why they had that picture. But another one was 5 losses in a row to South Carolina.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and that was pretty miserable.
That was
but,
miserable.
But for that thing to show up, and then I was like, you know what? But we're going back there. We're going back there to make up for it now.
Yeah.
I don't know if Alabama will be there, but Clemson will be there.
I try not to be superstitious, and I haven't booked a hotel yet, but I have a little trip that I'm planning, leaving New Orleans on January 14th and starting this little trip
Okay.
because I plan to be there.
That's great. Hey, well, tell us a little bit about, because people that ask me about the Bentley, my Lord, how do they have a Bentley? What? Tell them what you do. What kind of business do you have?
Well, he has a new business.
Tell
Leave
them.
that one to him.
Oh, you talk.
Well, we have a rollaway tide business.
Where's
that,
where's our
is
rollaway
ban-
tie
It
band?
is
It's in my purse.
Oh,
it's geared towards let's call it anti-Alabama, as you can see. These are for every team that's on their schedule, whether it's LSU, we have purple and yellow, we have Auburn colors, any color that you can
Texas
think of,
A&M.
Texas A&M,
Georgia.
Florida, Georgia, even if they're not playing. What we're trying to do is hit the fan bases of anybody that isn't an Alabama fan. So we decided to start this company after we beat Ohio State in Phoenix, and we were in the airport and we realized, oh, we're gonna play Alabama again, and we were like so mad and so upset that we just didn't want to see them, and we came up with this roll away tide. I said it to her, I'm like, roll away tide. Maybe a few more words in there, maybe some cuss words, but it was basically roll away tide. And the next day I went in my office and tried to get a trademark and went through that whole process and took care of that and got the website going and .com, .org, everything attached with Roll Away Tide. So we kind of own that whole, and we're trying to make it a brand for the future. So that's currently what we're working on now.
And so you got shirts and hats.
We have shirts
whatever?
and banners and stickers with Roll Away Tide, and like I said, they're geared towards other teams that Alabama might be playing.
But we're
So-
definitely still Tigers.
Yeah.
Let's keep that clear.
Yeah, so
we're Tigers.
So what's it like in California being a Tiger fan? I mean,
We've
when
actually
we were
got
out
a
there
really
for the
great group.
huh?
We've actually got a really good group. My friend, when I was here, Chip Davis played football, and his daughter now lives out there.
Okay.
So she's kind of Facebook-wise gathered, we've got about 40, 50 Clemson fans, and we find a bar
Oh, really?
in West Hollywood, or they come to our house, and
We kind of
yeah, we
have
have
a
our own little
Clemson
Clemson
party.
parties out there.
Okay, so do you drive Clemson Bentley around every day like a regular car out there?
Not a
Cautious
regular car,
with
but
it.
a lot of times we drive it. It's fun to drive, and everybody appreciates it.
But you can always get that idiot that goes, oh, people sign this car, well, I'm going to sign it too. And
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So we
we've
have to
been
watch
out
ourselves.
where people didn't know that we were standing there, and they have, or they'll come up and they'll say something. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Who does that to a Bentley? And I'll just kind of quietly go, somebody who can and loves the Tigers.
Yep.
Yeah,
But there you go, we
that's
did it.
So we have a good time out there. I mean, a lot of times people come up, and there a lot of the people that make comments about it are from the East Coast or the South, because it's not a big college fan heavy city out there. Unless that USC is doing spectacular, no one really comes out of the woodwork. So it takes the people that are visiting California to really recognize the car and know what it's about, and potentially ask questions. So it's been great. It's a good topic of conversation. We meet a lot of people and a lot of Tigers, and they're all fun. It's all fun stuff.
Yeah. I was about to say, once you came by my motorhome spot, then y'all pretty much took over the motorhome lot. Everybody's got to have a picture with it. Everybody wants to know the deal with it. And just real special. And then we were going to have this show tonight, and I was like, you know what? They're not around here like everybody else that's on this show. I mean, CJ lives here,
Oh.
so as much as I love CJ, I knew I better grab y'all while you were here, because you're probably not moving here, are you?
No. We have family out there, and we have a grandchild on the way.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Yes, and that baby's already got so much Clemson gear.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
And they live in Montana, so they're not going to care. But
But we like coming out here in the fall and and catching some football games. So
Yeah.
we'll still come back.
Well, and it took, like I said a while ago, 23 in a row. I mean, that's
That's beautiful.
that is unbelievable.
Soon-
And now, I, as much as I go to the games, I mean, I never even worry about it. I wasn't worried at North Carolina, but I was worried before I left.
Yes.
But I mean, you go and like the other day, you never even thought about it. And I wonder if we ever lose again, or when we lose, is it going to be a total surprise because you think you're the Alabama of way back? You remember Alabama was like that. They never lost. And the
Yeah, that's
people,
why we got sick and tired of hearing Roll Tide
Oh, you're
in
not
our
kidding.
lives. So
Yeah.
we had to come up with this other
well, when
saying.
we won that 2016, I told them, until Clemson beats Alabama, we'll never get any respect. Well, now we beat them twice, and we still don't
won't.
get any respect. So,
It's
so it's
unbelievable.
like I
Yeah,
told
we
them,
still don't.
on my video this week, we're on the Roy bus, governed down where it won't go but 40 miles an hour. But when we get to New Orleans, we're going to get back on that Prevost, and it's going to be wide open. So,
Yeah, we're looking forward to that as well. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Man, this team is amazing.
That's amazing.
And Dabo Swinney, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Every time we read anything, see anything, it's always great,
Yep.
positive.
That's the one thing about being out there is when you do connect with somebody, they really want to talk to you because they don't have any Tigers out there either.
Yeah.
And it was funny because for the first couple of years, everybody kept saying, Dabo's going back to Alabama.
Oh, I
He's
know.
going back to Alabama. You guys just calm down. Well, still here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And doing so many great things.
Hey, when we were out there, I remember the 49ers is what football is out there.
Yes.
Because even though we were up down there, and they were like, what are y'all here with all those cups? I mean, it was the day of the game, the national championship, and most of the people out there had no idea what we were doing there.
Well, that's
It's not
the
a
thing.
football part of the country for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that the committee is learning. I mean, they got the Indianapolis one coming up at
Yeah.
some point, but I mean, that's still in the Midwest, and there's some good football there. But it felt like out here in San Fran, it just wasn't a big draw.
Yeah.
Nobody there knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I will say when we've gone to follow things, either go with Clemson in California, it's nice to watch all these new recruits.
Yep.
And we've been going back to high school games, which was so
Oh,
long
cool.
ago.
Yeah.
And
We've seen
it's been
DJ
fun.
this
And
year.
Oh,
we've
did
seen
you?
We met Joe before he came out. His whole family was so nice. All he said was, "I can't wait to get there," and it was his halftime. But we've gone to watch a couple of the recruits, and that's fun too.
Yeah,
Usually the only orange seats in the stand.
There used to not be any in California
No.
that we were talking to.
We've seen, we wanted to get out there and see Justin Flo, but that's a tough one to go out. It's a little far for us, but we're trying to get out to those games and see some state championship games coming up. We might travel to one or two of those DJs in it, or some of the newer, recruits that are not really recruited yet, but are high level
Yeah.
players. There's a couple of those out there.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you, it's an honor having y'all.
Thank you. It's an honor
Yeah,
having you.
yes, ma'am. And,
It's been a pleasure meeting
y'all-
you.
and so y'all will be around Saturday.
Yep.
All right.
We fly out Sunday, so that's
So
the
where will
plan.
you be parked Saturday? You were in
Lot
lot
6.
6.
We're in lot
Lot
6.
6.
I have a very, very good friend, and her family is so good to me, the Williams family.
Okay.
And she's let me use her parking space, so the car would be kind of close.
Yeah.
So thank you, Williams, for everything.
Awesome.
Yeah, lot 6. Come out and see the Clemson Bentley.
All right, guys. Hey, now you know the story behind Clemson Bentley. Hey, go to Instagram. Clemson Bentley got his own page, just like the hat. Go to Instagram and follow. Cool stuff on there. Me and him talk sometime about what we're gonna be doing. So,
Yep.
hey,
Future's bright.
all right, man.
All
Hey,
right.
appreciate y'all.
Thank you
folks.
so much.
Go Tigers,
sir.
thank
Right.
you.
Love you.
Oh, don't lose your
All right.
tickets.
Take your
You left
donut.
You
Yeah, I'll
finished
take
your
it.
donut? All right, how much longer we got, Gary? Oh, here we go. We're gonna talk donuts again. Come on back in there, Brad.
Dean, I've got an exclusive for you. okay?
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Did you steal
We don't
my
have a
idea?
hat donut, though.
No,
Okay.
that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. But no, I wanted to do something for you, for you guys coming out here, and we've actually got some new donuts starting on Monday.
All right.
The world don't know about it. Right? Krispy Kreme, nobody's put out anything. It's top secret. So I like to break the news.
Yeah.
I like to get people excited.
Right here.
So I've got this poster right here, and I'm going to put it out there and let everybody see. I'm going to let you see first.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about those three? Right?
Man.
All right, so starting Monday, all right, November the 4th, you'll have 3 new flavors, all right? Dutch apple pie, cherry pie, and a chocolate cream pie.
Oh
all
my
right?
goodness.
Now, I haven't done a whole lot of digging, but I have tried some stuff already, and it's really good.
Yeah.
This the Dutch apple pie right here it's an apple filled donut dipped in caramel with a cinnamon and shortbread like crumb that is just to die for. And then a caramel drizzle on top. This chocolate cream pie's got a chocolate Bavarian, so like a chocolate pudding like, it's different than our chocolate cream. Dipped in chocolate with a little dollop of cream with some chocolate chips on there. Ghirardelli,
Yeah.
nice stuff. And then the cherry pie, it looks amazing. I mean, there's literally sliced fresh cherries on top of your donut with
It's-
a vanilla drizzle and a shortbread topping.
So the donut is going to look like this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it looks like a baby pie, does it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I mean, it's as easy as pie. We'll have these through Thanksgiving.
And so when is that?
Starting on Monday.
Monday.
Starting on Monday.
Monday through Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, y'all never stop, do you?
No, never.
No.
There's always something going on. And I mean, we've got the hot light on, Dean. You wanna
Yeah, let's
kinda
go over
check it
there.
out?
Let's go over there and look.
All right, cool.
Hey, one time I thought you remember Dambo the other day made a sub sandwich.
Yeah.
Maybe the half could.
Make your own donut?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it. You gotta get you loved up.
Hey, let's follow.
This is another exclusive right here. This ain't not everybody can do it right here. Well, actually, all right. See, right now there's no donuts coming through our glaze, and that last run is right over here.
Yeah.
So this is actually a time where we would cut the light off.
Oh, okay.
So, but if you'll notice, we've got some hot ones right over there in the grease. So I mean, literally a 5-minute gap maybe. So once those down here that are in the grease cooking at 360 degrees, they'll come through the glaze. It's set at about 120 degrees. And once those go through, once that first one comes through, that's when we'll put that light to let everybody know, they're hot and fresh, and they can come get them now. This is our showcase right here.
Oh, look at this.
I mean, when you're working back here, we got over 25 different flavors. Our store, most Krispy Kremes up in Greenville and stuff, we're a franchise-owned store. Yep. We're owned by Senator Reese. The franchise store have 14 flavors, and that's it. Our store, we normally carry about 25. So, I mean, we have the greatest selection in the state. Something else, too, Gary, I'd like for you to just notice this TV out here. We got one in the corner, and then one was right above your little production table. Did you know we're the only Krispy Kreme in the state of South Carolina with televisions inside our lobby?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's a fact, right? And so, if it's raining or something going on, or you don't have the ACC network,
You got it here?
come on here. We've got it
Oh,
here. We can show you, And
So on game day, do you have the game on?
on game days, man, we've got so many. And check this out, you'll love this.
Oh no, cherry.
We've got a TV right here.
Hey, dude.
To where this, any weekend when we're working, we can pop up right there. And then we don't leave Jeremy out.
Hey, there's my dancing machine. Look at it. Look at it. He don't stop.
He
He's
don't.
a machine.
No. 100 miles an hour all night long. And see, we hooked them up too a couple years ago.
No TV.
He got his own TV. So, while we're working, it's a fun place to work. While we're working, we can always watch football. We can watch basketball. We can catch up on news. We can watch whatever we need to watch.
Well, that's good. You don't miss something. You still enjoy this, get to do it,
Oh yeah.
and still see.
And still getting paid to watch football, right? Pretty nice.
Hey,
Now,
good job, buddy.
If you got a second, we're about to. This
So
is
what
a
are you
very.
making pizza dough?
So this ain't Domino's. And what we do right here, this is our donut making station.
Oh man, there they go.
There they go.
Hey, so before they're cooked, they're that level?
That's right. We actually want them to weigh about 1.2 ounces per donut. And what we'll normally do is what you see him kind of doing, we'll take off the first couple because they look a little weird. They're a little, they don't look right.
Yeah.
And so we'll take off the first couple because we don't want to serve anybody bad.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I wondered how you got it. So where's the hole? I always thought you had to punch the holes out.
No.
That's just hearsay.
Yeah, that's just here. We got them actually right here behind us and cut them here. And then they go through this oven. Check out this oven. They're going through this oven at 120 degrees up and down. Oh wow. All day long. And it takes 3 minutes to go from the bottom to the top. So, it's in this oven. You can kind of stick in there if you want to and kind of show the back end. I mean, they're coming all the way
So how
through.
long does it take to cook? 3 minutes?
From start to finish, an hour.
Hour?
Yep. From the moment we start pushing our button and it mixes and everything, it's got to sit at floor time so that yeast can have time to rise up.
Yeah.
And then it gets cut out, it goes through our oven. It takes about 30 minutes for the oven or so, and it'll pop down in the grease. Kind of watch your step right here. It's okay. Our grease is sitting right here at 360 degrees, so they just fall right in. Here's our flipper, so it flips it over to the other side.
Cool.
And then it comes on down to the glaze waterfall. What glaze don't get on the donut will just continually be used up and eventually get on top of that donut. And then I'm gonna have Andrew cut on our hot line.
Man, people, you didn't know you'd see this tonight.
Andrew, could you flip on the hot line for us? Thank you, sir.
Oh, son.
That just lets that lets everybody know when they're driving by anything. We've got hot donuts, come on and get them.
And you know what? My whole family loves hot dogs. Me, I like them cool.
Cool down.
Yeah.
Honestly, about an hour after they're cooked, it's prime time.
I agree.
They're still a little soft and fresh, but not hot, so they're going like that.
Oh, this is amazing. So is there such a thing as a wasted donut? Is there ones that don't meet the...
Oh yeah. And it happens, not every donut is perfect. It happens right now, he's running some really good looking donuts. So, if there ever is something that doesn't quite meet our standard rules, something not letting it be served out. Most of the time, as long as we keep time and temperature right, it'll come out.
Man, it's crazy the way it stamps.
Oh yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? A little behind the scenes.
Thank you, brother. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir. We see,
Oh, the decorating crew.
we've got our girls decorating tonight, getting ready for these Halloween donuts. And decorating that chocolate ice glaze with the sprinkles. Halloween mixed sprinkles. Very popular seller.
Good job, girl.
Thank you.
So that's it. Here's Christmas Creek. You know where it makes it work.
Getting ready for school tomorrow.
Open 24/7.
All right, guys. And I'm gonna tell you, that was amazing.
How'd you like that, Dave?
Oh, you're not kidding, man. I never knew how a donut was born. Now, oh, I know, man. Back there they had a little punching machine. It punched the holes out, and it wasn't up but just a little embryo of it. Then it turned into a full-grown donut.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Gary, what we got left, man? It's about that time. 5 minutes. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this tonight, man. It's awesome, and you done heard all the special days coming up. Monday, the new donuts. Nowhere has them yet. It all starts Monday. You heard it first here from Brandy.
That's right. And don't forget Halloween tomorrow, I keep seeing there's a big chance of rain tomorrow night. I know my wife's upset, my kids, I don't know what we're going to do. So if you kind of don't have that plan, it is raining, swing on by here. Like I said, if you dress up in your Halloween costume, you'll get a free donut, You can just throw a little eye patch. You can be a pirate. Walk in, rawr, and get you a donut. Just
Wear a cowboy hat. You can be the hat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's simple. So if it does rain or shine, it don't matter. We'll be giving them away all day long. So, and then our Veterans Day promotion. You can stop on by and get a free cup of coffee and a free donut if you're a veteran.
That's
coming up
November
11th on Veterans Day. Make it pretty easy for them. And like you said, we always got some stuff. So after Thanksgiving, there'll be Christmas donuts. After that, we'll kind of jump right into Valentine's Day. We get kind of greedy with that Valentine's Day stuff. We'll have heart-shaped donuts again this year. I think you saw them last year. So it's pretty cool. And I'll say too, thank you for reaching out to us and wanting to do this. We've had it set up for about a month now.
Yeah.
And I mean, as it drew closer, I was just getting more and more excited just to have a chance to sit here and talk. I know I've kind of popped in a couple times, but just to sit here and talk to you and get that recognition out there is great. And we sure do appreciate it.
Well, and when we did it other places, man, you were at Fort Paul. Did you come with some
Oh man,
donuts?
Fort Paul. There's so many people at Fort Paul's just. Can I get a donut? Can I get a donut? And I wanted to be like, can I get a burger? But no. But
Well, and then Benson, you brought us some there.
Yeah.
Benson Fort too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we like I said, we appreciate y'all guys. I mean, y'all are the cream of the crop. And hey, y'all come and get you a donut tomorrow night for Halloween. And it's just been a great night here. So hey, don't forget Saturday. Wear your purple. Wear your purple because it's military appreciation. Hey, I still got 2 tickets. I hadn't seen a vet that needs a ticket yet, and if I don't give them away before I leave here, you call me, and if you're the one that calls first, then I'll let you have these 2 tickets. You can pick them up in Greenville tomorrow. All right, guys. Again, you see all these sponsors on this banner we got. Go and support those guys. Man, me and Gary, you don't know how choosy we are with who we let be a sponsor. There's a lot more to it than just, hey, here's some money. No, if we are going to put your name out there, you got to be like Brandon and them. You got to be the cream of the crop at what you do. I mean, we got restaurants, we got donut places, we got furniture stores. I mean, but they are all great people with great products. So go and patronize them and tell them Clemson Sports News, the hat sent you. And hey, thanks for joining us tonight. For Krispy Kreme, hey, let's see what this, oh my goodness. Go Tigers.